Welcome to my humble little office. My name is R. Keith Andrews. I am a spiritual guide and paranormal adept. The journey continues today on July 4th, 2023 at approximately 3:12 p.m. PST. Now, I figured today that we'd get back to some of this other stuff, and that is reclaiming power over your life. In this case, I'm going to explain what I'm doing as far as my own world goes. Okay, now I've started off with a very simple outlook. I've got an empire I desire to build. Now, in order to do this, there's a number of steps I'm taking. First and foremost, I do have a newsletter that I am putting out that is 100% free. Okay, the reason for that is twofold. One is I'm not actually planning on, well, never mind planning, I'm just not going to be charging for it. I'm running the whole cost of it through my advertising budget. Which means whether you get the newsletter by email or by physical mail, either way, the only thing I require from you is if you desire it by email, I require an email address. Okay, I'm only sending it out by request. Okay, so if you desire a hard copy, I require a physical mailing address. Now, I'm not putting anything in the way of a negative. I'm just plain not putting the negative news. If you desire to find that, there's lots of other news agencies, newsletters, magazines, newspapers, whatever, that you can run around and find something depressing about. Okay, with this in mind, down the road I will be putting birthdays to use. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Okay, but my biggest concern where it comes to growing my company is to make certain that you as a customer, as a client, or as an employee, as a contributor, whatever, okay, that you are not looked at as a number. Now, yes, I do have accounting numbers, like I do have tracking numbers, but here's the neat little part about it. This is my database. Let's see any computer hacker probably hack that one. That's where the whole thing is. Will I ever sell it? No. Okay, as a matter of fact, the only way people will get information from me is if somebody shows up from the, with the police or the government in hand going, we require this information. At that point, I'm not protecting anybody. Okay, but if a company goes up and goes, I'll pay you X number of dollars for these addresses. Never gonna happen. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with the birthdays down the road. I can tell you, if you desire to even have a shot at it, at participating in that aspect, I'm gonna require a birthday. Okay, so that's the one aspect. The other thing is I have a very low ratio of advertisement that will be going into the newsletter. Okay, and the reason for that is I'm not turning this into, here's a bunch of different people that want to advertise their site. That's not the way this works. Like I said, I'm using it for my advertising as well, which means I will be putting in ads on some of the stuff I'm working on. Okay, the reality is if you desire your world to change, you're the one that's going to have to do the work for it. I can give you all the tools in the world. Anybody can give you all the tools in the world. If you don't pick the tools up, they're absolutely useless. Am I going back into live consulting? Well, the answer is yes. Okay, and again, if you look at the bottom of this video, I hope at the bottom of this video anyway, okay, if you look at it, there's all kinds of ways to get a hold of me. The easiest one is to drop me a line at innervoiceenterprises@yahoo.ca. Okay, absolutely get in touch with me. I will do live readings. Locally, I just do them face to face. From a distance, I work with Skype or Yahoo Messenger. Now, if you're placing the Zoom call, I think I can pull that off. I'm not sure. Same as LinkedIn. But I'm not going to be installing a bunch of different programs to handle a bunch of different venues. Way too many out there. So I'm just going, here's where it is. Okay, now that being said, absolutely, if you've got a question, if you'd like to book a consulting time with me, absolutely drop me a line. Okay? Or give me, drop me a dingle on, like I am on Skype. Okay, absolutely get in touch with me. So I am doing the consulting. I've got 8 books in print. Okay, that I've got physical inventory for. The only way I'm getting hold of them, and they're in science fiction, science fantasy, self-help, reference, which, by the way, is UFO, is what the reference is right now. UFO and aliens, children's books, and I'm working on a poetic anthology. So I do work on a wide array. This is just some of the stuff I'm working on. Okay, if you're interested in receiving the newsletter, absolutely drop me a line. I'll keep you up to date on what's going on. Okay, the first thing, the July edition is already out, but if you sign up up until the time when I release the August edition, okay, if you ask for one, you'll get the July one right off the bat. I am going to be keeping them try that again. I'm going to be keeping them on file, so if you want back issues, that will be easy to get a hold of. Okay, assuming I don't have a major computer glitch. Now, with this in mind, I am building, like I said, I'm building an empire. The newsletter, the live streams. Okay, you'll find me on live streams on YouTube. Okay, you'll find me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and I'm working up on how to actually go about the advertising side of that. But this is my way of taking my world and changing it to what I consider the best. Okay, because I'm tired of working, of fighting to survive day by day, one paycheck to the next. Especially since I finally ended up getting around to committing myself to literally retiring. Okay, now I will tell you, whatever your goal, whatever your dream, okay, doesn't matter what it is. As long as you're alive, the odds are it's still possible to do, but probably not in the time frame you originally decided. Again, that was really terrible English. That being said, I am usually on YouTube from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. PST from Friday through Wednesday, most of the time. Okay, some days life gets in the way. With that in mind, I do hope to see you on the YouTube. I hope to hear from you, and I really want to thank you so much for sharing your time with me. With that in mind, I will catch up with you soon. Until then, do take care of yourselves and each other, and for pity's sakes, stay positive.